In 2015, Microsoft did a study of human attention spans and found that in the last 15 years, our attention span has shrunk from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. So, what does this mean about news writing? Let me tell you, it means a whole super duper duper lot. For lots of reasons, but primarily because of this right here. So, no longer is writing a compelling and interesting first sentence or first few paragraphs of your story about catching the eye of someone as they're walking past a newsstand. It's about catching their attention for long enough that they are willing to keep going on something like this when there's 10,000 other things to do and 10,000 other things to read. So lead writing has never been as important as it is right now. So if you master good lead writing as a journalist, you're going to go far, really far. But it's not as easy as just plugging things into a recipe and voila, you have a gourmet meal. It's about knowing your audience and having good news judgment and being creative and finding the most compelling way of starting a story. So basically, good leads can only come from good writers. That's why leads are fundamental to your news writing ability, because you're putting into practice a lot of the other things that you're going to want to employ while you're writing the rest of your news story. But it's even more important at the top of your story. So let's go through what a good lead is and what a bad lead is, just generally. So good leads reflect the essential news values of a story. They are supported by facts and figures that follow. They get to the point quickly, and they get to the point in interesting ways. Keep that in mind. They're also going to reflect the story's tone. So a funny story is going to take a funny lead. A light story is going to take a light lead. A story that's heavy on storytelling is going to take a narrative lead. So different stories take different leads. The key is knowing which story necessitates which kind of lead. And that gets into more of your news judgment. Now let's talk about some bad leads. Bad leads deliver nothing of importance or of interest. So we're talking like the dreaded topic lead, right? Something like the mayor spoke Saturday. Okay, well, what did he say? We want to know more about that, not just what the topic of your story is. Bad leads mislead readers. So they exaggerate or they diminish or they miss the news. Bad leads confuse readers. They smother the news under unnecessary details or attempts at cleverness. They exaggerate or sensationalize the news, which is a big bad no-no. Or they're cliche. Okay, now let's get started with how to start writing a good lead. According to Tim Harrower, who wrote the Inside Reporting textbook, here are the 4 crucial steps to writing a lead. Number 1, collect all your facts. Number 2, sum it up and boil it down. My journalism teachers and my good editors throughout my journalism career have put it this way. If you had to call your mom or your friend and tell her right now what the story you're working on is about, what would you say? That's your lead. Step 3, take a look at your 5 W's and your H and prioritize what the most important facts are. You're not going to get all of the 5 W's and the H in your lead, but you must get the most important ones in your lead. So emphasize, is the time element the most important part of the story? Is the who the most important part of the story? Is the where the most important part of the story? Is the what the most important part of the story? You really have to prioritize the facts that you have. Number 4, the 4th step is to rethink, revise, and rewrite. Good leads are massaged and coaxed and rewritten. Ask yourself, is it clear? Is it active? Is it too wordy? And most importantly, is it compelling? We're not talking about sensationalizing it or exaggerating it. We're talking about using the facts and the and the information that you have on hand and finding the most compelling thing. This means knowing your readership and being intuitive enough to know what about this story is going to speak to my readership.